that with Etalus. So we're going to be seeing Rocks versus Ice, the worst type matchup of all time.
Yeah, I think Rock beats Ice.
It does.
Last time I recall.
It beats it down.
Yeah, not a great defensive typing, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not.
See
Neither of them are,
table.
but hey,
yeah,
it is what it is. But we're on the Delta for game 1.
Right, true. Oh, ow!
Yeah, that
What
hurts.
strong
But,
your
you know,
noggin.
that's Etalus. Etalus is a big boy.
Yeah, he's living. He has great recovery with that platform. And nice.
Oh, okay. So
Not getting the wall jump.
yeah, that was pretty good coverage there from Teri. It was a little bit of remote work, you know. I popped the crystal so he has the air dodge, and then from there, your options are limited because you already expended your air dodge trying to dodge my move, you know.
Yeah. And so that's a very strong start for Teri right now. Of course, you can see PiggyG's kind of cooking up here, trying to get some damage moves.
Oh, ew, he's so large. That actually
Yeah.
hit. Ew.
That's the power of a big body.
And now
The biggest
you're
body.
getting hit with the biggest combo of the weekend, potentially. Now you got to recover, get past the crystal, but now you have no air dodge. Good stuff using the hailstorm to cover the landing right there. That's the Etalus classic.
Trying to get something with that up strong and turns.
All right, good tech out, avoiding the the crystal pop. But now, are you able to recover? Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way Olympia makes it all the way back from down there.
All right, 130%. I'm not sure if PiggyG can hold on to the stock for too much longer. We'll see what Teri kind of does.
May be able to just because it's Etalus, but edge situations are like the ideal place that you want him to be just because that means he's not on stage.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the up B, Teri. Just let it rip.
He tried to let her up earlier, but he dropped the confirm.
Yeah. This up
Teri?
Teri.
Down smash, though, is not going to be able to take the stock right there.
Something like an up strong there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do up strong,
Makes more
boost
sense.
kick, something.
And that toss, though. Hey, I'll see you next stock, bro. That was crazy.
Strong ass rat. Just throw this polar bear into the blast zone.
Bro, what's her bench? I got to ask.
It's got to be like 400.
Yeah, how many plates? That's crazy.
Every plate and then all of yours.
Yeah. Actually, though.
Up throw into the up air. Oh, I think he was trying to go for a ledge grab right there, but just a little bit offline. PiggyG not in too bad of a spot right now. We could potentially take the stock right here, and Etalus at 70 is really only about 20. So, honestly, yeah, I'm about to say, if we can find a way to get in there and take the stock,
And
good.
Dacus.
The classic, Dacus.
Hey, wait, if I do one got me as Etalus, I know Dacus got me.
All right, that's not going anywhere. 7 days of the week. But this is, honestly, it looks bad. It's not that crazy. If you're able to get back on stage, if you're PiggyG, and we are back on stage, but unfortunately so is Olympia, so you got to get off the ledge again. Oh.
I like that pressure.
Yeah,
In the icicles.
interrupting everything.
Oh, and that crystal blocking it as well. All right, boxed out here, trying to avoid something, trying to roll around, you're just getting hit, and now you're off stage again, 146.
Got to get past the crystal as well.
Okay.
Somehow manages to do it, but Teri still holding that center stage
Up
strong.
B.
Boost kick, and we are out of there. Game 1 in the bag of the rat.
That wasn't bad for PiggyG either. Like, it was getting a little close towards the end. I think that kind of first stock seemed very strong for Teri,
It did.
but as it progressed, we saw PiggyG really keeping it competitive with the big bear.
Competitive enough to actually stay on the character.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see, again, this is best of 5, so it's like, okay, I'm just going to rock it. I think I can make it work. And if I can't, you always have the possibility of breaking out the Clairen.
Yep.
So, it doesn't hurt.
All right, so we're going on to Druzil for this game 2. That's a terrifying pick for both of them, actually. Because Olympia in stages where you have to fight her and we get that platform for those crazy robbery extensions, awesome. But also, Etalus in close quarters, ill.
Yeah.
I can't run away from the bear.
And also it's more...
His arms are too long.
Less space equals more ice, like percentage on
Yes,
stage.
exactly.
So it's like, okay, he actually has good extra movement now. For something else like Merchant Port, where it's like, you can't go that far. Okay.
Oh, good coverage and a good tech from PiggyG. So we are back on the stage. Well, we will be very shortly. There we go. And now you've taken 135, a full 100% advantage for Teri. And we're going to confirm into that boost kick and take that stock. Only 47% on him. Beautiful stuff.
Trying to get a grab fall, not quite finding it there.
Oh, I love whenever I just get to hit back here as Olympia. It was clean and combos.
Teri's just dancing.
He is. Oh, you're
That
dancing a little
is-
too hard, though.
That's a strong hit right now. Let's see, not quite getting the ledge grab off of the butt sling.
There we go. Rinse and repeat. PiggyG just perfectly fine with running back to the Isgar situation because the big punch has got me.
That forward air goes crazy.
It does.
That's a beast.
That's a move fitting of the character.
Yeah, that's a whole combo meal.
All right, finally able to get an opening right there. I was very, very cautious right there because there was a lot of ice on the ground, and so you had to do a lot of sliding on it. But thankfully, didn't get turned into any sort of clip right there. If we're online, you know exactly what happens right there. That's a Wi-Fi clip every day of the week.
Speaking of quick,
you got the crystal to pop off stage.
Yeah.
I could boost kick right now. I could post this on Twitter, but I'm playing for money right now. Let me lock in. Let me chill out.
Yeah, there's something. There's money. There's pride on the line.
Right. All right. So last stock of the game for PiggyG. Teri on the prowl, trying to figure out something. Oh my God, that forward like extra crunchy. Somehow avoids the crystal.
Hey, where are we going?
We're back. Got a little terrified right there.
Yeah. PiggyG needs something like that too.
Yeah.
So it's like, unfortunately, did not get it. Oh, I love that though.
All right.
Oh,
there you go.
Gatling.
Gatling got me.
You like it.
Got me. That dash attack into up strong is not
So
going
nice.
anywhere.
It's so reliable.
Yeah, he needs it.
He really does, actually.
That's what all the Etalus players say anyway. He needs it. I don't know whether to believe him or not, but he got it still. Oh, not going to pop the
forward
gem
tilt
on
again.
the tech away, but he doesn't need to because the forward tilt is ever present.
Sends you down to the way, too. What a nefarious angle.
Yeah, it's evil.
Yeah,
that move is one of the most evil in the entire roster.
It's malignant, man. The negative aura off of it is just makes you shudder when you walk into the room.
Every time you even get hit by, your day just gets significantly worse.
Yeah. Chakras get misaligned with each hit. Messed up.
Never go to this chiropractor again, man. You messed me up. Well, we are running it back to Louisville for this game 3. Which, again, I'm not hating on the decision because like it's good for both characters, and it was close enough to justify just, hey, let me fix something up and see if I can flip this in my favor. We are sticking with the Etalus in this game 3. It's going to be Etalus probably the whole way through.
I mean, yeah, you're down 2 games like this. This might be your final hope for this bracket if you don't get in here. So we're foregoing the Clairen and we're just focusing on the pair.
All right, good weight on the tech right there, and another good weight on the tech. A little too early on that one, so we're not going to be able to get more damage, but we are able to get some more of it on the back end.
Oh my goodness.
If that up strong is able to connect, that may have been early stock just from how up they were. Oh, but unfortunately, all we can do is speculate back on stage. Damn near even percents. Both of them looking for that big punch. Forwarder on one side, forwarder on the other.
And hit by the crystals into the big punch from that forward air.
A smaller punch than his, but it's still just as strong,
I will say, though, despite being down to stock right now, PiggyG is definitely moving better in this game.
He is, yes.
Just overall,
he looks much more comfortable.
It's more fluid. And I think that might be a difference maker. Ideally, you get yourself on the board here. Teri is happy to keep this momentum moving for himself because, hey, I'm up 2 games. I'm up a stock right now. Let's keep this going.
Moonwalk off stage, just putting on some pressure. PiggyG got to find a way to go up this ledge, but Teri is not letting them do it for free. I got hitboxes everywhere. I got a plan for everything.
Oof. Extra ice just to kind of keep some momentum on. Kicks in. Teri still easy to get back on stage. Easy to make pressing advantage here. No, yeah, you didn't grab ledge. You don't have anything else. You already wall jump. That's rough.
Yeah, that's just all the resources being expended right there.
It's kind of heartbreaker.
Not the position you want to be in for PiggyG, because you haven't even taken the first look on Teri yet.
There you go, though.
As I say it, finally comes off the board.
It's been manifested.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got you, homie. Don't even worry about it.
Legally, we can't manifest anymore. We gave you your 1.
Yeah, I used my coupon for the block.
Exactly.
But we got the first stock off, so that means it's already significantly better. Etalus does live for a very, very long time if everything breaks right. So you don't have to worry about too much until you get to too high percent. So just worry about getting the second top off and everything is all good. Etalus just running it down, doing what he does. Whipping the grab right there. Unfortunately, now you're off stage.
Oh, the fallout.
He knew he would try to go past the crystal, so he just met him at the spot. That was good stuff from Teri.
Air dodge, back in front of the down strong.
Big punch. We're off stage. This is the wave lane, and that might come back to bite PiggyG.
Not getting the forward strong either is the follow-up. Just barely missing it. There, getting juggled.
Forward air, off stage,
all the way
off the screen, off of the stage.
All right, well, here we are with the #1 seed against Pikmon. This is going to be an incredible set right
this
here.
This is interesting that they go Merchant because neither of these players are rival.
That's why
players.
I was like, why are we going here? Why would we not go to Jules Vale?
I'm fine with it. I love this stage. This is my starter.
I think
would
it's a
rather go
beautiful
here.
graphic, too. It just looks pretty, and that's a really big part of it. So
I do think it's also good for both characters.
Oh, Oh, yeah. Again,
Going really low for that recovery.
you have to. Sophie will make you regret it. If you do not go low enough, she will come down there. And Etalus is one of those characters who very fortunately has a recovery that can be used pretty low. But we're going to see how Pikmon mix up the timings of being closer and using up B faster versus being farther down and having a deeper charge. Because Pikmon isn't like a lot of Etaluses. They'll be right next to ledge and still fully charge up B. Pikmon's quick. He knows the distances he needs. Get up attack from ledge, or not get up attack, popping out a shield.
Oh, that fair came out.
The dare?
That's such a problem that Zetter has to deal with is the icicles off stage.
Yeah.
That can eat so many down specials and straight up kill you if you're in the wrong spot.
Luckily, where the plats are, I think that's going to be a good option. It's going to be a lot harder for Pikmon to get an icicle right there next to the ledge, and Sophie knows that she just has to kind of ride the wall and take advantage of that, which Zetterburns often do with their up B anyways. So I think Sophie's not going to stress too much, but she knows, like, this is where I cannot be, and Pikmon knows exactly where he needs to send her.
Pikmon is playing this actually super interesting. They're shield break!
And to the up
stock! Beautiful. Pikmon's playing this interesting. They're not playing as aggressive as Etalus usually does.
Yeah.
They're playing pretty patient and neutral.
I think Pikmon really does want to do like kind of what you were saying and stick to the Etalus and not do the force burn. And because of that, he's being honest with himself and saying, look, if I want to win this, I cannot be overzealous.
I cannot outbeat Zetter.
No.
I can't box Zetter as Etalus.
I can calm, patient, stagnant. I can take the times of me getting kind of comboed and smacked around, and I'll just be patient and wait for my turn. Find those little up airs right there. Sophie's very aware of those up airs coming out.
Still not landed. Still has no jump, no air dodge either at this point.
This is a rough spot to be in, and there's the pop. There we are. No
Then
future
finally
combo
to the
needed.
stock. Yeah, it was probably the slowest edge guard, but Sophie's having to do that because Pikmon has no problem fading as far back as they need to recover and not giving Zetter anything. I think that up smash pushed them off the plat and let them stop shielding.
That was a weird one, huh?
All right, this is starting to run away now. A lot of damage on Etalus, but Etalus is pretty heavy, and we haven't seen Pikmon get any time to get armor out either. Up smash. Oh, what the heck?
Where are we going?
There was so much slide on that grab, and they both ended up off stage.
There's the forward throw.
No fire,
Not gonna
so
kill.
still fine.
But the down B, not necessary. Sophie is being cautious and patient. Got the fire on now. Percent's building up.
Yeah, like I said, Pikmon has no problem going way out there to recover.
Sophie loves killing with F-tilt, so both these players are playing in their kind
should
of
do it,
natural
yeah.
element. Sophie takes game one. I'm going to check something about production. So it's, yeah, it's a best of 5. There you go.
Have you ever seen a polar, or some? Have you ever seen a lion headbutt a polar bear? I love how silly slide-offs are in this game. Just both characters being yeeted off stage because they were sliding so fast.
Cool. I wanted to make sure that was done correctly. We got to be as good as we can. Oh. Aw. The wonderful Ori. Oh, gives me a wonderful
heart
little
Pikachu.
gift. She knows I very much love Pikachu. I was a Pikachu main in my time in Smash. So this is a very sweet gift. All right. Now back to the main part of this all. Believe it or not, it's not the Pikachu keychain, but it is Sophie versus Pikmon.
And Sophie is up 1 game.
Yeah, production will fix that eventually. But in the meantime, let's see if we can get Sophie to get game 2. Here we go. This is Pikmon's chance now finally having some control in neutral.
Yeah, I'd like to see Pikmon going a little more patient off stage rather than just throwing the move out immediately.
I think Sophie's also more comfortable playing towards the ledge.
Classic, fair air.
It feels like Pikmon has a lot more control of combos while on stage, but not off stage, and because of that, Sophie does kind of want to play more towards this ledge.
Yeah, it's been interesting because Sophie hasn't necessarily done anything to stop Etalus from getting it. Pikmon just hasn't got it.
Why go out there and take the risk when you can just sit there and wait?
Because you're Etalus. You can do that. You have to in this matchup.
There we go.
There you go.
See, this is what I was talking about. Pikmon had like some control on the stage, and now Sophie was kind of screwed. But this is where Sophie wants to be. Kind of sit here, dodge the up air, and other than that, she's very comfortable just getting some hits in.
That matchup is so difficult. That part right there where you're just getting down tilted, you can't really CC or really get out of it. It's a hard place to be in.
Oh my goodness. The way.
Oh my gosh!
This is it, though. Sophie can make it back. No. Wow.
How did
I
they
guess-
get that grab?
Yeah, huh. I mean, we've seen Pikmon go for it a ton already, so, you know, we're going to see it back to Brawl yet again. One stock apiece. This is it. Man, you see, Pikmon on stage has been fierce.
That would have been it, too.
We're going to need to see Pikmon play more on stage because he's getting so much off here. But meanwhile, Sophie is missing out on a lot of opportunities. She loves playing here on the ledge. This is it. This is Pikmon's chance of all chances right now. Not able to find it. Wait.
Up there?
There's the icicles to the up there.
Beautiful.
And the other icicles. So we can't make that one back. And we're going to game 3, 1-1.
That's the classic Etalus Zetterburn matchup.
Exactly.
Like you need to edgeguard Zetterburn in this matchup. If you don't, you will just lose because it's one hit of Zetterburn, and you're a big body. That's not that hard.
Sophie isn't really going off stage for these clips or kills or really
Sophie
much.
doesn't have too much option to do so. Because
Exactly. She can
Pikmon
down
is-
the or dare, but it's not safe.
Yeah, they can just air dodge out of that. And that's what Pikmon is hoping you're going to do. Because if you miss that, one air dodge, you're dead. Because another uppie's coming right after. Oh, you don't even need the grab. If you go down B that low and they air dodge uppie immediately, that's purple. That's 0.
Ooh. We're going back to Jules Vale.
Interesting.
See.
I mean, it was a close game, so I don't mind this that much.
Oh,
It's-
we got Sophie as 2-0. That is wrong.
I don't know if I would want to give Etalus this much flat horizontal space.
No, I wouldn't either. And at the same time, though, you don't want Etalus going upbees and getting more towards like some of these platforms, somewhere like Harbor or you know, Fire Kapl. You don't want him to have those options either. So I
Yeah,
feel
you really don't want fire down.
exactly. So in a sense, this is kind of like the
Oh,
choice.
finally got the down air.
Now Pikmon's going to have to be more aware of that. I think this is what this is going to come down to is can Pikmon get the punish that he needs while being on stage, and can Sophie throw Pikmon back off stage enough to get those kind of edge guards? Because that's not looking good.
Oh. Right there, what's hard to deal with is like, yeah, you can hold stage, but Etalus can also just drop back air, and that leads to so much out of a wall jump, and they can make it back anyway.
Sophie coming in there mad strong, building up so much percent. Oh, the up to the dare. My goodness, that's a lot of popping around.
A lot of shine there.
Sophie the popcorn setter. That down B was not the right choice, but did not get a punish.
any
this time.
punish.
I know, I thought we were going to see a side B for sure. There's the up
It
strong.
doesn't matter.
Yep. Look, they don't call her the tough one for nothing.
I love Etalus' pummel.
I do too.
Oh,
What a shame.
should be
so
fine.
close.
how do you feel about the change where you don't get invulnerability on ledge if you air dodge to it?
I kind of.
I hate it. I'm gonna be real.
Really?
I don't
I
like
knew
it.
you were going to go there, and I was not on that team. I'm on team. Yeah, don't get invincibility. That's fair.
Oh, this, okay.
Oh,
no, it's
good
fine.
bear off that option. Pikmon's got a great shot for the up air. Now the dare. There it is.
Nice.
Way to go, Pikmon. Really taking advantage of every opportunity in the neutral here. Pikmon's in a rough spot, but he can easily get
Oh,
one of
this
those quick
up
kills
smash
again.
would have purpled for sure there with a little bit of charge. You give him Pikmon life, you can't let him get life.
Can't let him get lemons. This is it. We're going to see Sophie look for an opportunity to catch Etalus on fire and go for a cup 9 and strong. Because otherwise,
Oh my
Pikmon's going to
gosh.
find this up air. No. Just let Sophie get back just a little bit too late. Could have delayed the icicles a little bit more, waited until she was in the right spot, but made the mistake. There's the up air. There's the air dodge and the dare.
Pikmon's up 2-1.
This is crazy.
This would be one of the biggest upsets.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We've already seen, like, some upsets today. I mean, Kapl couldn't take it from Sophie, but now Sophie might not even, like, get it. She
Yeah,
might have to go to losers for this.
I'm sorry for anyone that would be in losers.
Dude, can you imagine you're just like, oh, I guess I might have to fight Pikmon. I'll do my best against Etalus. I feel comfortable with that. You're fighting Sophie. What? Why? Who did this to me?
To be honest, I think it would be pretty indifferent because, like, Zetter Ditto is just fun.
The fireball right there on shield was not the answer. Sophie might be playing a little bit impatient now. I think based off what I know of Sophie, she knows if she loses this game, it's over. And Sophie does not like the concept of going to losers, because if she goes to losers, it's not going to be fun for anyone. It's not going to be games where you got to have fun in neutral. No, she's going to hurt people. She's going to be fast. She's going to do this.
There was one really big change in this matchup from Rivals 1 to Rivals 2, and that was that in Rivals 1, Etalus dash attack did not beat projectiles. So Fireball was an amazing tool to keep Etalus honest. That doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
So like a dash, you can't just Fireball to stop Etalus from doing it. It's like, oftentimes against Etalus, what I do is tech and place Fireball just so they had to do something else. But now it doesn't matter. They'll just hit you.
My goodness. This is what we're talking about. Sophie's being a lot more aggro, and of course, Pikmon's waiting for that as that opportunity, like you mentioned towards the start of the set. But like at the same time, Sophie is mad aggressive. She's keeping fire out there consistently.
No jump, no air dodge. No, I have an air dodge.
There's
Not
the air
anymore.
dodge. Here comes the dare.
Get back on stage. Get away from me.
Pikmon loves having the stage control too. Center stage is now Sophie's. She's not going to capitalize off it as much as I thought of.
Pikmon's dead anyway. They were going for everything.
That was how fast can I burn through these resources?
But that I don't blame Pikmon for doing that, because if Pikmon got that, they were at a huge stock disadvantage. That would have been wiped everything clean.
You have to take these kind of risks, especially when you're hoping to close this out in 3-1.
Yeah, especially against Zetter in this matchup, because if you don't, I think they just caught the jump.
Sophie's going to be careful right here, but we're going to be looking for this down strong.
Gosh, just held off stage.
Here comes the up strong.
This game is slipping away.
Good right up the wall, and now we're going to see the fair. Oh.
Game 5.
Oh. Oh my lordy.
The game wasn't quite as close as the other one, but Pikmon's not out of it.
This is scary. This is scary.
I love looking in chat and just seeing the Sophie cup.
Look, the channel we have for copy pastas is ridiculously long, just full of gibberish. All I know is, Sup Cal, if you're in there and you're listening, when I get on that stage, I better see head pats for Raven. In the meantime, we are on Game 5. We're not going back to Julesville, so where are we going? Because I'm afraid of Go Die.
They left Fire Capital open.
That's what I'm saying. So it might be a bigger stage like that, which would give Pikmon
whatever you do, don't go to the ice stage.
Yeah.
The ice stage is too good for Zetter.
That being said, though, the up Bs means Pikmon has a better chance of recovering safe and sound.
Kind of, but that also means you don't get the wall jump. So I would not like that personally, especially for edge guarding.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're going here instead.
I do not mind the stage. The stage isn't big, which is fine, but also it's very tall, so Zetter won't kill off top. And Pikmon's not been killing off the top.
Yeah, exactly. Been getting a lot of these down ones.
Oh, I just can't get out of this combo.
No, it's going to be a rough spot. Again,
But that's
like
how
I
this
said,
matchup goes, though. It's a lot of like Shades of Crag where you combo them to 100. Oh my! Never mind. Forget I was saying anything.
Oh my goodness, Sophie. She went out there and said, is this melee? I'm going to get the Shine Spike real quick for that clean 0 to death in Game 5.
That is the adaptation that Sophie could have been using, though, is that when Pikmon goes real low, Shine is pretty safe. You can just jump out of it if it doesn't hit.
Exactly. She is coming in there aggressive and getting 2-0 to death. Is it going to happen? It's a pretty easy shot.
No jump.
And, oh! Okay.
Will Pikmon get a hit? Please don't.
My God,
Okay,
if we saw JP4, I would have screamed so loud. My goodness. There's the dare, but Sophie's fine.
Pikmon had to go for it.
Congratulations. Sorry.
Rounded him out, and it's made him a much less frustrating character. So
I am very excited to get into this. One more time, it is Pikmon versus Kapl, the Etalus versus the Clairen. We're getting into game number 1. No more hand warmers needed because, of course, nowadays we got that on the character select screen.
you know that. That being said, it's feeling a little bit frosty up in here. Pikmon vibing with it. I love that. The dash up shield, of course, just looking to go ahead and reposition. But Kapl saying, hey, I'm the guy repositioning you up in here, Pikmon, coming off stage and looking for a little bit of damage.
Pikmon looking pretty comfortable so far. Not getting punished by that F-tilt either. Able to create some space for himself to slip slide all around on, making it that much harder for Kapl to stay where those tippers that you mentioned are a little bit harder to get now.
But you know what? It's still so rewarding. No tipper on the F smash, but we still got you off stage. You think you're going high? Guess what? I'm ready for you. I got that little bit of a swing coming through. Pikmon, I love that. The shield, go ahead, lay some ice down there. Get a little bit of stage control, and now we are yeeting you into the depths.
You're in the dimension. Tries to go for another up air there. Doesn't quite find it. That gives Kapl an opportunity. That hold in DI going to put Pikmon very high. Can you land? The answer is no. Rinse and repeat.
That's the thing. That's forward. It might need the tipper for a lot of things, but it is still a huge disjoint. We go ahead and lock down quite a bit of the stage, but Pikmon getting that down throw into the up air. Now off stage, there's nothing you can do about it.
Feeder or Dunkaroos, that's all that was said for that stock. Kapl now down to stock, but got plenty of opportunity here. Can you, again, punish this landing? That's been a place where Pikmon's been struggling a little bit. Of course, Etalus has to recover high. He's a little bit stuck that way, but doing a great job with these down airs this time around of flipping the script.
Ooh, dude, I do love that back air. You know what? Kapl not ready to go ahead and tech that, and you cannot be teching any of this as Pikmon going to town right now. It might have been a close game at the beginning, but now we are running circles. Kapl finding the hit to go ahead and reverse it.
Chat is spam this apple to help out Kapl, and I think they're going to need it right now. Ooh, nice spot dodge to whiff the grab. However, Pikmon's still stuck in disadvantage. Those grab frames are pretty generous, so it's going to be difficult to claw your way out of this.
Ooh, good little down tilt. I love that. And you know what? We get another one. Run you right off stage 173. Can we finally find it on this massive polar bear? The Russian over to go ahead and get that hit here.
Ooh. Oh, is it getting really scary? Again, just finding the time to use that F-tilt. The difference this time, however, unlike the first stock, Kapl was able to punish it, able to get the kill. Oh, no, that is not safe, my guy.
You might have armor, but guess what? It ain't going to protect you for the moment. I've got these back airs. I've got the wave dashes right now. I love this. Kapl taking it nice and impatient. Doesn't want to go ahead and give up the stock.
Missed wave dash, though. That's going to be a little bit spicy for Pikmon. Able to find it. Has to burn the armor, but it all ended up working out, right? You got hit for getting the armor, but it forced Kapl into a defensive spot in the corner.
And especially when you've only taken that 43 on that second stock, that is huge. And now trying to go ahead and round it out, and we lap him in percents here. Looking pretty good for Pikmon here, Lentini.
Down tilt's going to keep Pikmon nice and comfy in that corner. Like you said, looking good. Continuing to set up. Oh, that's a little spicy. Gets away with it for now.
For now, being the key word there is Kapl. Looking to go ahead and find a little bit more hits here. Dude, I love the positioning on that forward air. Even if Kapl has to break through armor, but there is no armoring through those grabs. You are done now.
Pikmon went for that on the first stock as well and wasn't able to find it, but a little bit of an adjustment on the timing, able to catch it, and of course Kapl not quite ready to tech that because who on earth is going for a reverse up air right off stage like that?
Yeah, no, that's just Pikmon, all right? You got to have a little bit of nastiness, especially when it comes to Rivals 2. This game, I love it. It just incentivizes you to play with a little bit more swagger when you're off that stage.
Yeah, you get a little swaggy with it. You can feel it in the loins. You start to activate.
What does that? What?
You never heard that word?
I've heard that word, but like, that was a crazy context to have for that.
Either way, we've got a crazy game number 2 coming, I'm sure of it. Gonna be a small stage, wider blast zones, but very small on the face of it, which does mean a little bit less space for Clairen to space out, but also a little bit less space for Etalus to set up his ice. And it seems like Kapl is taking advantage of that lack of setup, hoping to be a little more aggressive with it.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, Pikmon is the master of scrap here, going for a little bit more something, and finding their way back onto the stage. Kapl taking that forward air, that brutal punch to the dome, and the up air to go ahead, follow it up, and get the kill here. Almost, maybe.
Oh, yeah, these forward airs are destroying Kapl. We've seen several times already where Kapl is trying to space it there. Okay, that time able to get the opening. Pikmon is using the armor very frequently to just punch through Kapl's spacing.
And it's kind of what you got to do sometimes, although if you go ahead and miss the timing, that's a big issue. Pikmon running it nice and slow with that downer, just slapping him down.
It's such a good move.
I was talking to Kimona, this is the E-Honda of Rivals 2. You got the downward
I can see that, yeah.
Horizontal movement, and then the jump up.
You got the 100-hand dunk.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, miss there from Pikmon. He's had a couple of issues with that where the forward airs don't quite come out, and that gives Kapl some strong frame advantage. However, it doesn't matter if you have frame advantage if you don't have stock advantage.
No, sir, no, sir. I love that sliding on through just to go ahead, try to take the stage control. Pikmon doing so now. Can we go ahead and get another little hit here to get the stock?
Sliding into those DMs. That was a little spicy.
Dude, that was a clean little movement right there.
That's the icy hot right there.
The icy hot. Alrighty, it's getting a little bit hot in here as we got that laser blade coming through. Good time.
Oh, no, he wanted the cheese. Oh, he wanted the cheese.
Disgusting.
Okay, but if that hits, though, if that hits, you're
If it hits, though. Oh, and that is going to hit Kapl, dropping another stock here.
so much ice set up on the stage right now. That's going to make Pikmon so comfortable. Regular pummel as well. Just a reminder that, yes, there are pummels in this game.
There are pummels, and they can be pretty rewarding depending on the one. Right now, Kapl, though, saying, hey, I don't need no grabs. I just need to come in, swing in a little something here.
Bro is holding down.
He is. I love it. Holding forward right now.
It's working. It isn't interesting, like both of these characters can be a little bit touch of death with their advantage state, but they go about getting that very differently.
Yeah. Alrighty, just setting up the icicle, try to buy him some time.
Wait, this is really bad for Pikmon. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, he goes for another forward air, and I think he didn't mean to slide off there.
Oh, but he is getting mad aggressive off there. I love that counter use, by the way. Immediate acknowledgement. I got one good choice for this, and now I got a good choice to come in hot.
Remember what we said just a minute ago about those touches of death? Kapl just needs one more touch. If you can get that grab, if you can get that up tilt, anything is possible right now.
Yeah, Chad, I can see those apples
there it is.
out. Rip your boy.
There it is. He has to go deep. Not able to find the sweet spot, though.
Really needed it right there. Pikmon back established, going to go ahead and bring it through. Kapl really showcasing a great sense of space here. Come off stage, can we go ahead and settle the nerves?
Yeah, bringing this all the way back. Pikmon has to be so cautious. You had two little funky SD scenarios in this game. Is that going to be enough for Kapl to turn it around? Goes for the up air tipper. Good DI.
Great DI to go ahead and avoid any further
oh! He is not afraid. I don't care if I SD twice. Let's go for round 3.
Hey, you know what? No guts, no glory, baby. And he's got all the glory in game number 2. Pikmon, well done sealing the deal there.
Oh, that was such a stressful way for him to win that game. Like, why couldn't you just save my heart rate? Just win that straight up. Don't get funny about it. No up airs and forward airs off stage.
Me? If there's one thing I know about Pikmon, he is trying to send them out with a bang.
That was a bit icy hot right there.
It was a bit icy hot.
That was icy hot.
Right back to that Tempest peak. I think overall, based on that last stock, probably a pretty good pick. Kapl started really picking up the steam there, right?
That was the silliest round start interaction I've seen. Kapl just holding down, taking like 5 hits in a row because it's still not your turn. That's the Etalus special right there. Like, you just gotta hold that.
So true. Looks like Pikmon might be holding a little bit more damage. Kapl on top of him. Trying to get that up tilt, but just couldn't find it. Pikmon, of course, hitting that tech on out. Now trying to go ahead and hit a couple of forward airs on in. The down air coming and connecting.
I like the ledge coverage there, forcing Kapl to make a decision, but then finally, Kapl finally up in this set.
We've got the first lead for Kapl. Now the question becomes, what can you do here? Can you go ahead and link some more stuff together here? 79-7, and looks like Pikmon looking to pick up a little bit of a stock here. Nah, we're playing a bit more patient now.
Yeah, went for the whole slip and slide. Unfortunately, it is under maintenance. No ice on the board. Pikmon opting not to set up anymore because he wants to make sure he's there for the ledge trap. Down air, not going to kill.
Kapl having great recognition with that DI and SDI. Go ahead. I am getting out of here, and it is to the stage, not off into the blast zone here. Now, to get the attack. I love that usage of the special get up. It covers so much range.
Another little bit of a miss there from Pikmon with those aerials. We've seen that a few times. Not super comfortable with that timing, but he is comfortable with the confirms. Able to get the forward air, able to even up the stocks.
Pikmon's doing a really good job, only taking 50% before dropping out, but might be dropping out once more. Kapl got mad aggressive with that special, but now Pikmon back on stage, able to secure another moment.
And again, Kapl holding down to win. Doing a great job of pushing this advantage. Got Pikmon deep off stage. You have to go to the side eventually, and Kapl knows it. Just holding the corner, waiting menacingly.
Ooh, beautiful tomahawk grab there, just dropping through the flag. Now though, Pikmon saying, hey, you might be nice with it, but so am I. The dunk. Can we go ahead and get it? No. Kapl getting through the nair.
That was so scary. Able to weave through, masterfully staying alive, taking advantage of the strong, wide blast zone so you can comfortably hold out here. And now Pikmon is the one in the corner.
And now, thankfully for Lentini and I, we get a little moment to breathe here.
Deep breaths.
Deep breaths for a second, because we know the next moment could just go ahead and pop. It's the dash attack off of that quick little tech chase. Not able to secure much more, but Kapl the reversal.
Oh, that might be it. It's going to be close. Great tipper, greater DI.
Dude, Etalus just too much of a big boy to go ahead and drop to that here.
Bro is too
Drops
big to
him
fit.
with the
What?
bear.
That's like the 4th time, Pikmon. Come on now.
Look, as long as I hit, you die. If I miss, maybe I die too, but we'll find out.
There's only one way to find out, and that's to let these Beyblades rip. Kapl on the back foot after such a strong start to this game. Trying to pressure with just that stance in neutral. Trying to wall out, but Pikmon is Gorbacheving that wall, but finally Kapl manages to get the stock.
All you need is one moment here, and Pikmon gonna go ahead, get the tech chases too on that flat. So well done so far. Pikmon using that slippery sliding movement of Etalus to go ahead and bob and weave, but Kapl finally going to go ahead, shutter him in.
Kapl going full movement mode right now. It's working really well. Taking advantage of those platforms. We've got a new patch. We've got new movement options. Got to be really careful when trying to approach a Clairen using that tool.
Yeah, no, that is not an easy way to go ahead and fight on through. This patch been a little bit nice for Clairen. Now, though, Etalus breaking on in. Love that F tilt.
Oh, you're deep.
Dude, he wanted that up air. You know it.
He always wants that up air. Pikmon getting reset. Kapl in control. Not able to get the up air. We hear the crowd popping off a little bit. Thought that might be it.
They're feeling a little bit of warmth there. They're feeling a little bit of fire underneath. Kapl coming in, the down tilt. Go ahead, space out Pikmon, but he breaks on in.
Oh, the patience! The stagger pressure patience coming out from Kapl to take it to game number 4.
Game number 3, Lentini. I know, they've been playing like it's game number 5. They've been losing their minds up in here, but we still got a bit more time here.
But that was game 3, right? Because it's 2-1 now. Don't you gaslight me like that.
I'm losing my time here.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it.
Look, I just wanted another game.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that one. Let's roll it back. Game 3.
Run it back. Run it
Do-over.
back.
Do-over.
It could be 1-1.
1-1, yeah, 1-1. Game 3, 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Okay, we're going to Merchant Port. So this is going to be the opposite of what we saw last time around. Pikmon wants the space, wants to be able to get away from the Clairen. It allows you to set up that ice.
Yeah, as long as you have that extra space as well, you have more room to move around the sword and really time your entrance into their zone. That being said, Pikmon really going to go ahead, try to get the kill here.
Yeah.
That up there, dude.
It's nasty business. And as soon as you think that you're past it, you got to deal with the down air. You've got to deal with the up special spike. So many options, so many tools in Pikmon's toolkit. I didn't even mention the Nair, and now that's coming out as well.
Hold the phone right now, Pikmon. Seeing a little bit of the path, the light, and then, dude, he just wants to go ahead and dunk him with the up B.
Elkies, is that you?
Bro, so far out there, I swear he was drowning.
Okay, good adaptation from Kapl. Able to get the tech there, jumping out of the forward air as well, recognizing these bread and butters that Pikmon is going for.
Now getting onto that stage, setting up the ice. We want to go ahead, hit that dash attack and slide all across.
Wait, oh, this is the down air.
Dude, I love that. The immediate fall into the air dodge. Pikmon having the recognition there, as you have to do with a recovery like that. Kapl now hitting the back air.
You've got to close this out right here, right now, but Pikmon says, absolutely, I will close this out. 3 stocks to 1. This is looking difficult for Kapl to bring it back. This larger stage giving Pikmon so much control of the neutral.
And that's the difficulty. You might have seen a polar bear, but this is a shark out here in this ocean.
Oh,
that being
no.
said, he's going to go to the bottom of the sea right there. Say a little bit of a song with a Little Mermaid down there.
1 stock is off the board. Kapl trying to make something happen here. But again, those up airs from Pikmon. Kapl can't jump. Wait, it is Etalus. It's Etalus.
Yeah, I forgot.
You've got to do it like 3 times.
Dude, why can a polar bear fly and penguins can't? I don't understand nature.
Oh, okay,
no.
wait a minute. Okay, Kapl, I see you. Get that down air, get that back air.
I don't know, Kapl might have taken it a little bit personally when you said it was looking too good for Pikmon here to lose. Now Kapl popping him off stage. Can we go ahead, seal out this stock maybe?
That keeps happening. Pikmon is fading out so well, and Kapl is struggling to follow that DI, struggling to get these confirms that could turn the set around. What a dash dance. Oh no, again the spacing is just slightly off from Kapl.
It was almost there, Kapl. Keep coming so close. And now, the whip on that. And that's going to be the death.
Oh!
You hate to see it.
How the up air interactions are going to be for Pikmon because he
forgot
loves
how much
up
he
air.
loved that.
And Mystery Soul's playing Madame McFloats here. Going to be up above you the entire game. So the question will be, who wins that interaction more?
Yeah, you got to be a little bit careful not to overreach. I love that air dodge out of the upbeat, but it didn't matter. Mystery Soul still finding another hit here. The Nair, just a weak hit though, not going to be able to get too much off of it.
Oh, okay, good start here for Pikmon. Also, I love what someone in chat pointed out. Fighting an Etalus in top 8 has got to be one of the scariest things imaginable.
You're not wrong.
This is terrifying.
The whole time you're just thinking, what do you have? What monstrosities do you have cooked up in that foul brain of yours?
Yeah, you know something is going to go south at some point, and you're going to have to figure it out in real time. Right now, Pikmon just hitting with the chompers. A pretty simple stock
It
number
didn't
1.
go south there. It went straight up north.
Yeah, I forgot. He's on the North Pole. He's that kind of polar bear.
He got that Russian blood in him, and he's ready to start a swing, and we are trying to pop the shield, though. I thought it would be Etalus. There's that slingshot that we mentioned.
Oh, he missed! He missed! He does miss those.
He doesn't need it, though.
And it definitely wasn't Pikmon DIing out to get away from it.
Dude, what are you supposed to do there? You either get
Yeah.
hit by Bear or Nair. Like, it doesn't matter. It goes there forever.
Yeah, for as scary as Etalus is, the same thing goes both ways. As Etalus, you have to be so cautious in this matchup, and Mystery Soul is the fleet for going off stage to chase you.
Oh no.
Oh.
You're so... You live? You live there.
He held out for dear life, but he might not be living for
yeah.
long because you have to charge, which means you have to get hit by the down air.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think Mystery Soul didn't kill there. I was right. Mystery Soul always kills there. Never doubt Mystery Soul. The slingshot into the Nair, loved that, but you know what? Pikmon firing back a little bit, got the icicles, got a projectile of his own.
Oh. And the timing of Mystery Soul as well. He knows exactly when to throw out that down air because mid-move on the up special is projectile invul, right? It's not going to work. So you have to hit it before it comes out, or you have to hit it right at the peak when the move is over. And that is where Mystery Soul is a cut above the other fleets.
Is a cut above, but you know what? Pikmon trying to showcase that, hey, he ain't a cut above me. Ooh, the slide in with the up strong, hit another. Now the pop forcing the air dodge.
Ooh.
Dude, he's so good with the slingshots. Makes me so happy to watch it.
So many wind chimes as well coming out from Mystery Soul. You see that move fairly often from him, but I feel like it is connecting a lot more than usual in this match.
Yeah, he's just getting a
Here we go.
ton of those up strongs.
I feel like the Nair would have killed there.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have been able to linger high enough for long enough with it, though.
What a recovery from Pikmon. Able to get past that, weaving in the wall jump so well. However, once again, the special get-up. Mystery Soul loves that setup. Up strong, not going to connect because Pikmon held out. But because you held out, you're in the corner up against Fleet, and she's going to close it out with a back air.
That's how Fleet go, baby. Look, when it comes down to it, he is always firing on every single cylinder, baby.
This is a hot set already. I feel like we just got started, and we are already 93 octane all the way. We got that pure ethanol race fuel going. It is fantastic.
We're going to be seeing the Fire Capital pick.
I'm going to slow it down.
I will say, go ahead, have those center platforms. Still enough room for Mystery Soul to pop a bunch of slingshotting around. So,
yeah, I think this is Pikmon saying, I just don't want to be near you.
honestly, I don't blame him.
Also, it is a lot harder for Fleet to get the kill. Of course, killing off the bottom, it is still killing off the bottom. But killing off the sides, I don't know if y'all have tried to kill Etalus off the side on this map. It doesn't work.
I'm pretty sure they actually just patched that out altogether.
Yeah, in theory, it's possible.
Sorry, it wasn't a nerf or
Oh,
a
they
bug.
adjusted it out, yeah.
Adjustment. They adjusted it out.
In theory, it's still possible, but no one knows for sure because no one's ever actually done it.
Yeah, I'm going to need Trevor to prove that it's possible, honestly. It is possible to hit Fleet off the side, though. Pikmon proved that much.
Okay, Pikmon getting these early pressure strings going, but crucially, Mystery Soul, while taking a bit of chip damage, does not get hit by the big combo. He is so good at escaping that DI to allow himself to get out, to get those shields up, to floor hug these little combos that Pikmon is trying to knowledge check with, and then reversing it so well. I did not think there was a chance Pikmon was going to die there, but he's just dead.
He's so
He's
gross.
just dead.
He's just so gross. Oh! Try to get him again with it. You know what? Pikmon saying, hey, I'm a little bit frustrated. That wasn't very nice of you. All right? I would prefer a little bit more respect here. And bro is showing him, hey, if you disrespect me, I'm just going to chuck you like a rag doll.
You know, for how big of a stage Pikmon came out with, he has not been doing very much to use that space.
Yeah, it's really just been the right half of the stage.
Yeah.
He doesn't mess with the left side.
He's a right brain kind of guy, you know?
Is the right brain the logistical, right?
Yeah.
He's very analytic.
Oh. Ooh, great catch with the down air. A little bit of a yeet, the Dunkaroos. Let's see if Mystery Soul's still hungry. Pikmon going in for round number 2 here. He has turned this around. They are scrapping. They're not even using the stage. And that might be it. Can you get back? No, you cannot. That's going to be a game on the
Bro
board.
said, come get me. Come get me. Try it. See what happens.
Oh, my goodness.
My
What you doing out there, Fleet?
You came after me? You forgot. I'm the shark.
Go back to Julesville, Fleet. Come on now.
I'm the shark.
You're a woman of the mines. Get off of this air capital.
What does that mean?
Bro doesn't know the lore.
Oh, wait, because she went into the mines. And
Yeah, there you go.
I do know the lore.
Women be mining. Oh, great parry there from Pikmon.
Dude. Oh, the little bit of an overextension there with the dash attack trying for the forward air. And now you know Mystery Soul gets the pivot grab, send him off stage. Are we killing him? Dude, the bounce with the tornado to reposition for it?
Welcome to my counter pick, Pikmon. This is Mystery Soul's playground, and you are just along for the ride. But Pikmon, centering Soul on a ride himself. Hit him with the icicles.
sorry.
It's over.
I'm sorry. I'm the one who builds the rides here. I showed you that last game. Now, Pikmon breaking in. Can we go ahead? Oh, I love that down air cash. Just like, I know you're trying to aerial me. I know you're trying to cheese me right now.
Oh, try it again. Soul wants that blood so badly. Every time Pikmon is even close to the edge of the stage, he starts scheming. That 200 IQ activating. The wind chime exploding.
Dude.
The stock being deleted by Mystery Soul.
He's just different. He's just different, my man. Pikmon really struggling here. But you know what? He says, I got the back air. That forward air coming in, meaning some business.
At the beginning of this set, we talked about that float versus up air conversation, and Pikmon is making a pretty good point that that up air, it might be his domain. Soul has to space laterally, not vertically.
Oh, and unfortunately, you getting caught up with the grab means
Oh,
that
you might be dead.
off stage.
You're dead.
You are
You're
gone.
dead.
It's over for that game.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Chat.
What a game.
You remember when I told you Mystery Soul is going to be the next one to win a major? That's why. That is why right
What
there.
just happened?
Bro puts you off stage, calls it a done day. This is just him clocking in and clocking out from the 9 to 5.
All right, we're going to the port. Gonna give Pikmon more space. We saw how much that helped on Fire Capital as they proceeded to use none of the stage. Let's see, is the same thing gonna happen this time around, or has Mystery Soul maybe figured this out a little bit too well?
Mystery
You gotta
Soul
go
doesn't
high.
He doesn't want to use the stage, George. Look at this, Lentini. He doesn't want that stage at all.
This is the no fun zone all the time. She dialed up Clairen and went, yo, how do I do that myself? Just throw him off stage.
Throw him off stage. Got him off now.
Oh, there you go. That was the timing we were talking about earlier. Mystery Soul has to time his down air perfectly because of the invulnerability. And when he messes up, it gives Pikmon all this agency, all this control, trying to spike with the dub special, not able to find it. Rinse and repeat. They will not touch the stage in.
You got to be so careful right here. Pikmon coming out. Oh, you came after me. Down air again, baby. Locked him at ledge. And you know what? No F tilt, no ice. You don't get a chance at life right here. Mystery Soul sending him up to the heavens.
Yeah, run it back one more time. Let's see what we got here. We're going down into the Fight Club. It's Brad Pitt out here trying to say what you got.
All right. I love that. The slingshot, go ahead, try to bait him in there. Hit the flick shot immediately. Mystery Soul hitting him with a little bit of funky movement here. Trying to get nice and loose, make Pikmon question, what is my chance? What is my opportunity? Pikmon, though, got him at the ledge here, but you catch him lacking right there as he drops that shield.
Again, Pikmon's so good at using those icicles. Soul has really been struggling to fight around those because he doesn't want to use up his resources. Because the moment you do, he knows how you're going to land.
You're just dead at that point. Call it a day. Ooh, that F-Strong. I love how good Soul has been at catching that. And now he's caught another. Oh! He hit in the little bit of a taunt here.
Okay. All right, Soul, you feeling yourself? Mystery Soul is not beating the literacy allegations right now. Forget Bill Belichick of the playbook. We're going to the classics. My man cultured. This is the best, the tale of two cities right now. And it all depends which side of the stage you're on. The epoch of belief and the epoch of incredulity.
Look, Pikmon coming in, though. He said, look, you might got some fancy movements, but I ain't a dancer. I'm a fighter. I'm going to break on through. Now, Pikmon off stage. Mystery Soul coming in with a slingshot and getting slapped down.
Mystery Soul has got Pikmon locked up in the Bastille right now. The disadvantaged state lasting for what must have felt like those 18 years. But unlike last time around, the source material, there is no second book to save you, Pikmon. Do you have what it takes? Can you find a way to storm the gate in this last stock?
And now we're seeing a nice little bit of chip damage coming through. Mystery Soul popping him, gets the up air, get it again, up smash. We send you off to the side.
Yo, you
Take
hungry?
The time for the snack.
The snack that smiles back. Douche. Oh, this is dicey. Look, we slowed it down. We took a deep breath. Mystery Soul playing with that wind chime a little bit. Look how he's optimizing it. But Pikmon taking advantage of that little bit of space that he gave him. Taking a mile. Mystery Soul not going for anything there because he's got that ice armor. Knows it's not worth the risk. Ooh, speaking of the risk, Pikmon going in right now.
No, 163 sends the arrows are flying. Trying to go ahead and hit the bullseye right here. Now, Mystery Soul back it up. The F tilt, that's gonna be it. Bro was not ready